Today we will discuss combinational circuit design procedure. How to design a combinational circuit for a given statement or a given problem. Let us take the example of this statement which says design a combinational circuit that has 4 inputs and 2 outputs x and y such that x is high when majority of inputs are high and y is high only when all inputs are of the same type. The design procedure is as follows. The first step is to draw the block diagram for the circuit. From the statement, you have to see how many inputs and how many outputs the circuit would have. In this example, you are given that the circuit has 4 inputs. So you are clear that this is a circuit having 4 inputs. Let us label those as A, B, C, D. So these are the 4 inputs. Read the statement carefully. It also tells us that the output are 2. One is X, one is Y. And what is the behavior of the circuit? X is high when majority of inputs are high. So we say that X is equal to 1 when majority means there are 4 inputs. So when 3 inputs or 4 inputs are 1, 3 input or 4 inputs are 1. Otherwise, X is 0. What about Y? Y will be 1 only when all inputs are of the same type. So we may write only when A equals B equals C equals D. So from the statement, we drew the block diagram which shows that there are 4 inputs and there are 2 outputs. The behavior of the output is this. X is high when majority of inputs are high. So majority would mean out of 4, either 3 or 4 inputs are 1. With this understanding, the next step in designing a combinational circuit is to draw the truth table. So this is the second step. We know by now that if there are 4 inputs A, B, C, D, the truth table will have 16 entries starting from 0, 0, 0, 0, which is the 0th combination. 0, 0, 0, 1 is the first combination, and so on. There are up to 15. So there are total 16 combinations. List the combinations in sequence. And now, with the help of the block diagram, keeping in mind the working, let us fill the outputs X and Y. We have the inputs A, B, C, D. So the statement tells us that X is equal to 1 when 3 inputs or 4 inputs are 1, which is the majority. So let us start from the beginning. In this case, X would be 0. Let us see in which cases X will be 1. Here there is single 1, 2 ones, single 1, 2 ones, 2 ones, 3 ones. So here we have 3 ones. So X will be 1 here. Again a single 1, 2 ones, 2 ones. Here we have another 3 ones. So here the output X will be 1. 2 ones, 3 ones. Again X is 1. 1, 2, 3 ones. X is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So X is 1. So the X is 1 in these conditions, and for the remaining conditions, the value of X will be 0. So this is how the truth table is carefully filled looking at the statement of the problem. Now let us fill the output y. The statement told us y is 1 only when a, b, c, d are same or they are equal. So this condition is satisfied only when a, b, c, d all are 0. So here you have a y 1. And the other condition is when a, b, c, d are all 1. So the output y will be 1. In the remaining conditions, the output y will be 0. So looking at the statement carefully, the truth table is filled. The third step is from the truth table, you find the sigma functions of outputs so that we can then find the simplified function for the output. So we know by now how to write the sigma function from the given truth table. So it is a sigma sum of minterms which are equal to 1. So which are the minterms which are 1? Here's a 1. 7 is 1. 11 is 1. 13 is 1. 14 is 1. And 15 is 1. So we say that x is equal to sigma n 7, 11, 13, 14, 15. Similarly, let us find the function for y. On the same pattern, we see that y is 1 only in this combination 0 and in the last combination of 15. So y is equal to sigma m 0, 15. So we have found the Boolean expression, the sigma form for the two outputs. The next step is, having known the sigma functions, we have to simplify the k-map for each of the output. So these being 4 variable functions, let me repeat the sigma function for x. X was sigma m 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, and y is sigma m 0, 15. If there are 2 outputs, we have 1 output for each. So this is the k map for output x. This is the k map for output y. Do the labeling properly and the numbering properly of the input variables a, b, c, d. We may write this as y, a, b, c, d. We have to find what it is. And here we have to find what is the simplified function for the output x. So let us just start filling the map. 7, 11, 13, 14, 15. So there's a 1, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15. The remaining boxes will be 0. So this is how the k-map is filled. And now let us simplify it. We see that there are no 4 ones together. So the best combination possible in this case is 1 quad, this is another, and this is another. So we have 4 quads. So there will be 4 terms. Let's see the value for each. The value for this quad is ACD. ACD. The value for this pair, these are 4 pairs. So this is AB. From here you have D. So ABD. This one. This is CD from here and B from here. So this is BCD. And the last one is this. The row is AB, the column is C. So this is ABC. So that gives us the solution for x. We may write x now as sum of all these 4 pairs. So let us just write those. This is ABC plus BCD plus ABD plus ACD. So this is the function that we have found for the output X. Similarly, let us find the simplified function for the output Y. Output Y is 0 and 15. So we have a 1 on the 0, 1 in the 15. The remainings are zeros. And to simplify the K-map, we see that both these have to be left as singles because there is no 1 next to any of these. Writing down the values of this and of this. This is ABCD. ABCD. This one is AB bar, C bar D.